Disclaimer. When I get to talking about females in this video, it is not a direct shot at females. I am not putting females down. Men and women both do these things. The portion of where I'm talking about females is for my young bulls, for my guys, because I'm speaking from personal experience and I'm trying to show my young bulls how to avoid what I went through with the understanding of why. All right, we back.
Squad, we back. Yeah. Yo, dickhead. Yeah. It's like, no, but squad, we back, all right? And today's topic, we talking about how you cannot love somebody else until you love yourself first. I want to add to that, you cannot know somebody else until you know yourself first. Let's get into it. Got my little Naruto book, feel me? Got some notes in here, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. My shit to be right. It's not, is there a problem looking at notes? Okay, then thought so. What are you talking about? Alright. When you don't know yourself first and it comes to being in a relationship, you can't know the other person, right? Reason being, you know nothing about yourself. You don't know what you like, you don't know what you don't like, you don't know the things that make you mad, sad, angry, happy, even happy. And when this happens, there's a problem. So let's say you get into a relationship and you don't know anything about yourself and something happens between y'all. Like, let's say something made you upset. And because you don't know what made you upset and you just feel upset, you won't be able to talk about it with your partner. You see what I'm saying? Let me further explain. When you are also not tapped in with your emotions, because this comes with knowing yourself. You know your emotions, how you react to things, how you are going to react to things, how you react to people. You know yourself, right? When you are not tapped in with your emotions, you cannot express them. And that is key when it comes to, for a man being in a relationship with a woman. It is key to be tapped in with your emotional self. If you are not tapped in with your emotional self, shit's not gonna be cookies and cream. Shit's not gonna be soft, easy. No, it's gonna be hard. Because when the time comes that you need to tell her how you feel about something, you're gonna be stuck, right? I know a lot of my guys have been there before. Like, they're stuck, they don't know what to do, they don't know what to say. Nothing's wrong with that. Or no, you're not wrong for that. It's just you're not tapped in with your emotions. You're not tapped in with yourself. You don't know anything about you for real. Yeah, you know you like to play the game. You know you like to hoop. You know you like to flirt with girls. You know you like to crush on fire food. Like, you know basic shit, bro. Obviously. But you don't know you. I mean, y'all motherfuckers be wanting to learn new shit and learning a bunch of shit, but don't even know. But the whole time, you can just go within yourself. Bro, you can literally learn so much shit once you tap in with yourself. I'm talking about, like, just sit there in dead silence, bro. Like, no bullshit. Like, if you just sit there, to make it easier, because I know I haven't even really tried to do it for real, sit in silence for that long. And to make it easier, think back on past shit that you've done, especially in relationships. Think back to arguments you've had with your partner. Think back to the times that she said that you did this and that. Think about what really happened. Think about both sides of the story, and you can figure out things that you did. And sometimes you might be like, yo, I really did that. And then there comes the realization, and then there comes a level of understanding about yourself. Because then you get to break down what you did, she said wrong. You see what I'm saying? And then you further understand yourself. This is how I did. This is how I got to where I'm at. With a girl, shit got crazy. It didn't get crazy, but shit went left. And the separation me. I wanted to know what I did wrong. I wanted to know how I messed this up. How did this go wrong? And within doing that, something as simple as you can look up videos to help you too. I mean, you got resources, so don't just not use your resources. Use your resources to, you can literally look up how do I find myself, and millions of videos could tell you how to find yourself. But I'm gonna get off that because I'm talking too much about it. But when you don't know yourself, it could cause things like you become too focused on the other person and you leave no room for yourself. Now, for my young bulls, I did this shit. I don't like doing this shit no more because it pisses me off. You start talking to a girl, right? And it seemed like 15, 16, even 14. I'm moving past middle school though. I'm talking like 9th and 10th grade, all right? Even 11th grade. I mean, really all of high school. It just depends on the maturity that y'all's at. But it's really the younger. Young bulls, y'all get a girl, right? And she's wanting to call you all the time, 24/7. Now, when it comes to your first, like me, my first shit, of course I want to be on the phone with her all the time. But when you don't put up the boundary and you constantly are on the phone with her and you're constantly answering to her and you're constantly trying to talk to her and shit, you're leaving no room for yourself. And it seems like all you care about is her. And in a sense, you do, because you don't even know yourself. You're trying to know this person more than you know yourself. And you just look like all you care about is her. Now, that's not a bad thing, but it is for you. Because why don't you care about yourself? You need to leave room for yourself. So my example, she's calling you all the time and you're on the game and you choose to hop off the game, or something like, you know, you got to get off the game, or shit, I got to get off the game now. When all you have to do is put the boundary up, hey, I'm playing the game right now. If she cannot respect that, she is not for you. If you are with a girl and you tell her, I'm just want to play the game right now, and any of the following happens to happen, she becomes insecure and starts to suspect that you're cheating on her and shit like that. That's insecurity. That's one. That is a red flag. That is a bad sign, because you cannot change her as a person, and don't even try. You are not a hero. I'm telling you now, you are not a hero. I have never seen somebody be a hero. I have never witnessed somebody successfully complete the mission when it comes to trying to be a hero. Two, she says, no, two, you have the fear she's going to break up with you. Three, you have the slightest fear that she's going to break up with you after you don't do what she wants or says. Yo, where are your principles at, bro? You just want to do everything for this girl? That's a red flag. Get up out of there. Three, yo, I fucking forgot. Three, if she, this goes with two. Three, if she does make the choice not to talk to you, if she gives you the silent treatment after that, or doesn't fuck with you after that, yo, don't fuck with her. I don't care how pretty she is, dog. Medusa was killing motherfuckers, bro, and she was the baddest joint on this planet, they said.
All right, I'm gonna add one more thing. I just gave a list of examples as if when this happens, don't fuck with her. Now, you got two choices. You either don't fuck with her, or that's when you put up the boundaries. That's when you make it known that if you do some shit like this, you can give her a chance, bro. You can give her a chance. All you got to do is address what happened. Tell her if this shit happens again, no, it's over. But it's a choice. I would say just fuck it. Don't even worry about it. But it's a choice, man. It's a choice.
Yo, you cannot. All you will do is hurt yourself. If you can't leave time for yourself, but she can have all the time for her, all she cares about is herself. She doesn't give a fuck about you, dude. I'm sorry to tell you, bro. But I'm gonna be real and I'm raw. So, yeah, she doesn't give a fuck about you. She might... It's crazy to say that she might care about your feelings, but not care about you, but not really care. Because it sounds like it's almost an act.
I'm adding in right here because I left some out. it's crazy to say that she doesn't care about you but can still care about your feelings. The reason that that's even possible is because women are emotional creatures. So they are still considerate and they'll still feel bad when they do you wrong. But it still doesn't change the fact that they don't really care. Yes, they feel bad, so it seems like they care about your feelings. But if they don't really care, it doesn't matter what they show. It doesn't matter if they apologize. It doesn't matter if they show that they're sorry. They still don't care. They're just being considerate. Alright, get back to the video.
But these girls be acting, okay? And you just gotta be aware of that. But you cannot, you gotta get up out of there. The reason being, when you do become too focused on the other person, it shows you have no boundaries and no self-advocacy. If Shorty says you did something wrong and you know you didn't do something wrong and you don't say nothing about it or you don't do something about it, yo, she knows this. Most times girls know when they're dead fucking wrong and they'll lie straight to your face. I've had shorties tell me, yo, I was lying. I knew. You have to stand on what the fuck you know, dude. Like, you cannot ever let a female say you did something wrong when you did not. And it goes both ways. You cannot let a man say you did something wrong when you know you did not. I'm saying females a lot because my experience, and I feel like it happens more to my guys than it does my girls. But I'm not friends with a lot of girls, and I haven't seen as much with girls. I've seen more for guys. Regardless, it goes both ways. If your partner says you did something wrong and you know damn well you did not, you better do something about it, because once you don't, they have that power over you. They have that control. They know they can play you any type of way. They know they can do you any type of way. Now, getting to know yourself first comes with, you got to figure out your insecurities too. Examples of fear of abandonment. That goes back to when I said, you know you got to get off the game or she'll leave you. That's fear of abandonment. Now, that can be put on different levels and can be taken differently. Because fear of abandonment can come from trauma. And that's where you find your insecurities, and that's where you find yourself, is within trauma. Trauma, if you know you did not grow up in a stable, safe, loving household, if you know this, you know that there is trauma. Trauma doesn't have to be something as powerful or as deep as you was assaulted or sexually assaulted, or like beat, or your parents was or something really strong like death or murder or any of these. It doesn't have to be that deep. It can be as simple as arguments, your family arguing, or your family not spending enough time with you, your mom and dad not spending enough time with you. It can be very simple, but that's a big factor when it comes to knowing and figuring out yourself, because once you know these things, you know where they come from, you know why it made you the way you are. See what I'm saying? Because growing up, you don't know why you become the way you are. You just grow up, and whatever happens is what happens to you, because you've never seen anything different, so it's normal. You see what I'm saying? Another example is physical insecurities. Look at my side profile. Now, when I first seen this shit, I ain't gonna lie, I about dropped fucking dead, yo. I almost cried. My heart started beating fast, yo. This is my good side. But this right here, yo, bro. Oh, that's different, okay? I ain't gonna lie. I was never insecure about my red hair. I got comments about my red hair, but it was never like, I didn't really care that much. Like, when I was little, I did, but it was like, it didn't affect me that much. Like, I was like, okay, just, you're a cornball. other physical insecurities. You're too short, or you think you're too ugly, or this or that. You got to break through these insecurities, and one big way to break through an insecurity is to put yourself in an uncomfortable position. Example, this is what I did. I'm not a hat person. I don't wear hats. I'm gonna show y'all the hat right now. I wanted to buy a hat. I went and bought this hat when I was at the mall, right? I bought this hat. Now, I don't wear hats, like I said before. So, it was very weird and uncomfortable when I went to wear it. And I knew the only way I would be comfortable wearing a hat is if I wore the fucking hat. You see what I'm saying? It didn't matter how I thought other people looked at me. It didn't, because the hat was for me. It's not for other people, okay? I needed to understand that. The hat was for me. So, I went to school. I put this bitch on. Now, I ain't gonna lie. When I first started wearing it, I was taking it off in the hallways because I was walking past everybody. That was an insecurity because I was insecure about how I looked with the hat. I wasn't secure in the fact that it doesn't fucking matter what people think. And then once I realized people ain't even really saying nothing, I wore this hat whenever I wanted to. Things like that, putting yourself in uncomfortable positions makes you comfortable with the uncomfortable. Getting out of your zone, breaking out of your shell, putting yourself outside of your comfort zone is what I mean by getting out of the zone. When you do these things, you become stronger and you build confidence. You build a lot of confidence. You build a lot of confidence when you put yourself in uncomfortable situations and make yourself comfortable with them. You become comfortable. You're getting used to it. The more you do something, the more you know it, the more you get better at it, the more you become experienced with it, the more everything. You see what I'm saying? That is a really good way to break through insecurities, is recognizing your emotions when they come. When you are sad and you're crying, and you're sad and you're crying, recognize what you are crying about. Like, why am I crying? What is making me upset? Why is this making me upset? Ask yourself these questions. Same with when you're angry. Now, when you're angry, it's real hard. It's real fucking hard to realize when you're angry, because when you're angry, that's when people just do shit. Like, you get angry and just get to hollering and cussing. It's a normal animal instinct. That's our animal instinct, to do some shit like that. To just start spazzing. It's normal. I mean, to my peoples that go to public school, we've all seen a motherfucker just get to tweaking the fuck out. And to us, it looks stupid as shit. Like, yo, what are you doing? Calm down. It's not that serious. But to them, it is. Because that emotion, that feeling is taking over. Once you learn how to recognize that emotion and feeling, when somebody talks shit to you or says some shit about you, that initial reaction, what did he say? You'll get better with, okay, I'm mad. Now I know that I'm mad. I'm not so mad anymore. Now it still might piss you off if he's talking shit about you. Obviously, nobody likes people talking shit about him. But it comes with levels, because it's levels to this shit. And once you get to a certain level, you don't even care what people got to say about you at all. I'm going to make another video about that. When you don't care about what anybody says, everything changes. I'm telling you right now, everything changes. Everything changes. But yeah, when you're angry, anger, I would probably say it's got to be the hardest, because when you're angry, that's when you tend to just do shit automatically. Even when you're happy, like, when you know you're having a good time, really look at this shit. Like, romanticize it. Like, look at it as a movie. Like, yo, I'm having a good time. Like, this shit is what makes me happy. Like, you go to the movies with a girl, or with your girl, or with your friends. You just go into the movie, even by yourself. Like, this is what makes me happy. I like this. This is what makes me feel good. Or you playing a game with your friends late at night. Yo, I love this. I love doing this shit. This is what makes me feel good. Any emotion, once you recognize the emotion, you become stronger within your emotions, and then breaking them down in your head, the same breaking down is what makes you be able to put it in words and express. It's not something that's difficult. It's not. It's really simple. Once you know what makes you mad, the breakdown of what makes you mad is the same express when you tell somebody else. You're telling them, you're breaking down to them what makes you mad. You see what I'm saying? That's expressing your emotions. I'm telling you, when you can do that, you really tap in with yourself. Like, and for my young bulls, when it comes to females, when you can do some shit like that, you teach them some shit. Cause a lot of times they don't know how to do it, but they're emotional creatures. So when you can do that and help them, you bond with them on a deeper level. I ain't gonna lie, I think that's it. Like, them was really key points as to when you know yourself, it lets you be able to know somebody else. Cause listen, once you start breaking down yourself, you're able to break down others. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna go back to the example when you see somebody wilding out at school. I was already at the point to where when I seen somebody mad at school, I knew why they was mad. And I knew that same feeling. I could imagine that same feeling that they was having. And I understood them. I was able to break down in my head why they was upset. When you can do that, you can do it with anybody and everything. You see somebody sad. All you gotta do is figure out what's making them sad. Then from there, because you have so much experience within yourself, you could break down how that is making them sad. See what I'm saying? It's easy. It's real easy once you get it, but it's hard to get it. Now, it ain't the hardest shit in the world. Well, I would say for some people it is. For me, it wasn't. But yeah, once you learn yourself, you can learn others. And when it comes to a relationship, building that foundation and building off of each other, when you can really understand your partner will trust you. And you truly can love that person. Because when you love somebody, you love everything. You love their flaws, you love their bads, you love their good, because you understand it all. If you don't understand it all, you'll hate when that bitch say some smart shit to you. But when you love her, you know why she's saying some smart shit. And it could be as simple as she said some smart shit because that's how her mom used to talk growing up. See what I'm saying? It's all just a level of understanding and really perception, how you see things. Yeah, that's it. I might drop another one today. I might not. We'll see how I'm feeling. But yeah, we out, squad. Deuces.